If you have just cleared your class 12th exams and you are thinking of becoming a pilot, then wait. Just wait till you jump into anything, because there are a few things which I wish someone had told me when I was just getting started. And trust me, these few minutes can save you months and even lakhs of rupees. Hey everyone, this is Rohan and you're watching Aviation First YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about several points which I wish someone had told me when I was getting started. Because there are a lot of places where you can gather information from, but unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation going around as well. Be it about medicals or ground classes or flying schools, where to do it, how to do it, cadet program, conventional program, there are a hell lot of things to discuss on. And today I am here to break it all down for you right here. So in this video, we are going to discuss a few points about these topics which are coming on your screen. Be it medicals, computer number, studying, ground schools, flying schools, etc. So there are two kinds of medicals which you all are gonna come across: class 2 medicals and class 1 medicals. So you might have heard that you are just good to go with a class 2 medical and you can get the class 1 medical done anytime during your flying, because it's just required for the issue of a CPL. That's true on paper, but realistically speaking, I would suggest you to get your class 2 and class 1 medical done both simultaneously. Once you get the assessment for class 2, go ahead for class 1 medicals. The reason being, the class 2 medical hota hai na, it's very lenient. There are no strict checkups, there are no strict examinations of your body and all. So the thing is, class 2 में कोई भी pass हो जाता है. And when they move to class 1, there are some minute to minute details which class 1 doctors may identify. Now I'm not talking about a few private hospitals which create unnecessary issues to gain money from you. I'm not talking about them. But like I got my class 1 from AFCME. Similarly, a friend of mine also got his class 1 initial, and the thyroid was detected in his class 1 initial. And in his class 2, there was no issue at all. It was completely fine. So, if he had kept the mentality that he is completely fine in class 2 and he will be completely fine in class 1 as well, then it would have created an issue for him, because he was having the initial stage of thyroid which class 2 did not detect. So the good thing he did was he got his class 1 medical done as well, and he got to know that he had minor symptoms and first stage of thyroid, and now he's taking his medications. He will get his medical done again in 6 months. He's controlling his levels, and he's improving just because he got to know that he has some issue. Now just imagine he had not done this and he had directly thought of doing his class 1 medical during his flying, say maybe at 120-150 hours, then it would have caused a major hindrance in his career, because you have paid several rupees for your flying, several lakhs of rupees. Now if you detect an issue which is incurable, unfortunately I don't wish anything happens like that, but if there is, then you have already spent lakhs of your parents' money. So it's better to get your class 2 and class 1 both done back to back. Now there's no way you can directly get your class 1 medical. You have to have a class 2 medical assessment to even apply for a class 1 medical. It is what it is. But I would suggest that now that you have completed your class 12th and maybe you are entering aviation, not just after class 12th, but at whatever stage in your life, I would suggest you to get yourself checked by a class 2 examiner, get the assessment, and then apply for class 1 medical. I will bring a dedicated video on these medicals in the coming weeks, how to get your medicals done, where to get your medicals done. Okay, so after deciding to get into aviation, the first thing I would require you to do is get your class 2 and class 1 both the medicals done. So the next thing we are going to discuss is about documentation. You might have heard a lot of times that getting a computer number is so tough, so hectic, and so complicated. It is complicated. Although I got my computer number in the first attempt by myself, but I had some perks, like I had my class 10th and class 12th both from CBSE boards, and getting the toughest document, the board verification certificate for CBSE, is the easiest. So I had some perks, and that's why I got my computer number very quick in the first attempt. But getting a computer number is definitely complicated. There are several people who get their computer numbers in the first, second, or third attempts, but there are people who are waiting just for their computer numbers, which is a very small thing, for more than a year. So getting that particular number is important because obviously you will use it to appear for your DGC exams. So what I would suggest you to do is gather all the documents required to apply for the computer number. Now you are already doing your class 2 and class 1 medicals. You are not going for medicals every single day. You will have time to spare in between, right? So in that spare time, I will suggest you to gather all the documents, be it Aadhaar card, mark sheets, pass certificates, board verification certificates, whatsoever. In the time being, create the soft copies, ready to upload, compress them. Just keep everything ready. If you don't know what documents are required to apply for a computer number, I will tell you where to get them from. Although I'm gonna make a video, a dedicated video on how to get your computer number in a few weeks to come. But for now, if you are just planning to gather all the documents, you can go to pariksha.dgca.gov.in and download the user manual from there. There you will get the list of documents required to apply for a computer number and their maximum upload sizes as well in KBs, so that you can scan it and keep the documents ready, because there are a few things which DGCA will cause issues in, like a board verification certificate. It's easy to get for certain boards, it is very complicated to get for certain boards, मोस्टली फॉर स्टेट बोर्ड. किसी किसी के लिए भाई बोर्ड ऑफिस जाना पड़ता है. भाई तुम जिस शहर में कभी नहीं गए उसके लिए वहां जाना पड़ता है. तो गेट टू नो ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स एंड get all the documents done by the time you are doing your medicals. Let's move to the next topic. The next point we are gonna discuss about is studying. How to study, what to study, from where to study. There are a lot of questions. There are two pathways which you can select from. One is ground schools, which we are going to talk about in the next point, and there is self-study. Now obviously there are people who are good at self-studying. Now there are people who want to self-study because obviously ground classes are not cheap, right? So self-study कहाँ से करनी है, कैसे करनी है, सब्जेक्ट्स क्या है? सब्जेक्ट्स आर meteorology, regulations, navigation, technical general, technical specific, blah blah blah, RTR as well. There are subjects, there's obviously study inside of it, there's theory inside of it, there are questions inside of it. But कहाँ से पढ़ना है? Where will you gather study material from? What books will you study from? There are a lot of questions coming into an aspiring pilot's mind when he or she is deciding to do self-study. So for that there are several communities, several WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups available in the market where there are good people sharing all the study materials and important notes and questions, so that people who are willing to self-study gets the enough and surplus study material to crack their exams. And actually I will provide you with the links of all these groups and you can join each one of them. Or what else we can do is I will share the links of all these groups and I will share all the study materials, questions, and whatever queries or doubts you might have, I will answer to them in our own WhatsApp group. You have both the options. You can either join each WhatsApp group individually, join there, get the material, ask your queries, or what else you can do is join our group, because we are going to do the same as well. It's just that we are going to compile everything so that you don't have to go to 10 different places for 10 different questions, right? So what I will be doing is I will be providing the link to our WhatsApp group in the video's description and also in the pinned comment, so that you can join and you can get all your queries solved. And don't worry, in that group as well we will share all the good groups, because we are a community, we are here to help everyone, and those you can discuss your questions, your queries, your doubts to all the experts who will also be present in the group. We're actually just getting started, so we don't have many experienced people in our group, but slowly we are expecting to get everyone on board. Check the link in the description and join the beautiful community we are gonna form. Now before we move on to the next topic, I want to share a few things with you. भाई टू भाई ले लो, भाई टू बहन ले लो, छोटा भाई समझ लो, बड़ा भाई समझ लो, but on a personal level I would suggest you to do self-study, because I have cleared all of my papers by self-study. Navigation अभी भी पढ़ रहा हूँ, but I have other all papers, DGCA papers, RTR, WPC, everything I have cleared it by myself, and it's not that tough if you are dedicated enough, if you are फोकस्ड इनफ हो जाता है। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ सेल्फ स्टडी ही करो, बट ट्राई तो करो। लाइक आई टोल्ड यू टू गेट योर मेडिकल्स डन, गैदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स फॉर कंप्यूटर नंबर, अप्लाई फॉर कंप्यूटर नंबर, वेट फॉर इट। इसमें 2-3 महीना तो लगेगा ना, 2 महीना तो एटलीस्ट लगेगा। फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, इस टाइम में फ्री रहोगे, फॉर द टाइम बीइंग पिक अ सब्जेक्ट, बीट मीटियोलॉजी, रेगुलेशन, कोई इजी सब्जेक्ट उठाओ स्टार्टिंग में, स्टार्ट स्टडिंग इट every day for say 1-2 hours, 3 hours, increase gradually and try to understand everything, try to solve questions by yourself। ऐसा नहीं एक दिन में मजा आने लगेगा, धीरे धीरे आएगा, लेकिन ट्राई करो, क्योंकि अगर आ गया तो इट्स जस्ट अ प्लस फॉर यू, बिकॉज 2-3 लाख से कम के ग्राउंड स्कूल कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे। और अभी ग्राउंड स्कूल का ब्रेक डाउन देता हूँ, एक्सपेंस कितना आता है। तो अगर किसी सब्जेक्ट्स में इफ यू आर एबल टू सेव मनी, तो एटलीस्ट फॉर दैट सब्जेक्ट यू कैन डू सेल्फ स्टडी। आई नो ऑब्वियसली नेविगेशन इज अ टफ सब्जेक्ट, उसके लिए क्लास लेनी ही पड़ती है मोस्टली, बट फॉर अदर सब्जेक्ट्स दे आर इजी। यू गेट एम्पल ऑफ स्टडी मटेरियल ऑन दीज व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, ऑन आवर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ऑल्सो यू विल गेट इट। तो वो खुद से हो जाता है। तो पैसा बचाओ, जहाँ बचा सकते हो वहाँ बचाओ, क्योंकि फ्लाइंग में यू वोंट बी एबल टू सेव मनी एट ऑल। कहाँ से फ्लाइंग कर रहे हो दैट वुड डेफिनेटली डिसाइड हाउ मच यू आर स्पेंडिंग, बट यू कैन कट ऑफ एनीवेयर, राइट? So yeah, what were we talking about next? Ground schools. Now I am not taking any names, but there are certain very good ground schools in Delhi, in different parts of the country, and then there are some which are master at marketing, or the correct word would be fake promises. आप लोगों ने आजकल देखा होगा बहुत वो आ रहे हैं 100% scholarship वाले एग्जाम्स। आई एम नॉट telling that those are fake, they are real. There are few which actually provide 100% scholarship for flying training under certain conditions. कुछ लोगों की conditions genuine भी होती है that they are organizing an exam, you be the topper and your flying will be funded. That's very genuine, right? People would study hard for it. But there are some real fraudsters in this industry, which had encountered one in January, and that ground school was promising 100% scholarship if you got 95 plus marks in each of the DGCA subjects in the first attempt. Is it tough? Yeah. Is it impossible? No. How much possible is it? 5 subject में first attempt 95 plus. How unrealistic is that? Me and a friend of mine came across this institute. I wouldn't want to name it because try to invite unnecessary drama if we can tell you the story without stating his name. So कुछ होता है, क्योंकि पॉसिबल नहीं है यार एक इंसान 5 पेपर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर करके 95 प्लस लाना, तब वो स्पॉन्सर करेगा। लॉट ऑफ टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, तो दीज आर जस्ट गिमिकी। एंड या वी एंटर्ड दैट ग्रुप टेम्परेरीली, उस पर्टिकुलर ग्राउंड स्कूल का, बस एडमिशन कंफर्मेशन के लिए 2,500 हज़ार ले लिए कि तुम अपना चांस मिस ना कर दो। और हाँ, एक बात बड़े अच्छे से सुन लो, किसी भी ग्राउंड स्कूल में सीट्स की कमी नहीं होती है। तुम जब मुंह उठा के जाओगे तब तुमको सीट दे देंगे। You know why? Because they are businessmen. They would definitely create a new seat if one bench is filled. So whenever you are going for taking admissions into ground schools and you hear them telling you that just one seat is left in the batch, this batch is almost closed, these are the fees for this last batch, from the next batch fees are gonna increase, everything is bullshit. I'm not talking about all the ground schools, so don't come at me. I'm talking about a few percentage of ground schools, right? I know a friend who was taking admission in a ground school. They did not give any discounts to her, but they talked so sweetly to her that she was convinced that they are her well-wishers, and although they did not give her any discount, but they were like, you just give us a down payment and in the next few months you will pay the rest of the fees, and we are here for you 24/7. You can ask us anything, we are here for you, we can apply for your this, that. They are just businessmen talking sweetly so that you become a valued customer for them, right? So choose your ground school very wisely. Don't go for the fees. Like, don't think that if it's expensive it's good, if it's cheap it's not. It's not about being expensive or cheap, it's moreover being genuine and trustworthy. And how will you know if a ground school is genuine and trustworthy or not? You will get to know if a ground school is good or not by talking to its students, past students, present students. सही रिव्यू वही देगा ना जिसने पैसा दिया है पहले. So take reviews from people who have already been a part of that ground school. There are a few ground schools which are extremely good in Delhi. I wouldn't want to name anyone because I'm not getting paid for it. You do your thorough research by yourself, or you can ask me on WhatsApp. Link is in the description and I will help you and tell you whether the ground school which you are thinking is good or not. So yeah, if you are planning for ground school, these things you should keep in mind before even thinking of going into a ground school. And what do you think about the fees of ground schools? It's always between 2 to 3 lakhs, 3.5 lakhs. But it's just the fees for your classes. They never talk about the fees for your accommodation, food, transport, other miscellaneous expenditures. They will quote you that your course will be completed in 5 to 6 months. But is that the truth? No. Yeah, they will teach you in 5 to 6 months. But what about the practice? What about the gaps? What about getting a computer number on time? Nothing is guaranteed. So just remember that everything which you are doing before flying will take at least 1 year. So apart from ground school, you will have to take care of your accommodation, which is expensive, food, transport from your accommodation to the ground school. So take these things into consideration as well, and then add the miscellaneous expenditure. It would be expensive. So think wisely, and if you are planning for a ground school, then go for the subjects which you think are tough for you, not in general. Generally, people say navigation and stuff, others are easy. Actually, I am saying that, but for some people, regulations is also tough. So give it a try. Give a try to each subject. Whichever subject you feel is difficult for you, then you can go ahead for ground schools. You can take my recommendations over it. But do not forget about the hidden charges. And if you need any more help, I am always here for you guys. Okay, this was it for the ground schools. Let's move on to our next topic, which is flight school. I forgot to tell you about one thing. Ground schools particular subject की classes भी देते हैं, सिर्फ उस subject की fees pay करके. There's a misconception in a lot of people that you have to take class for each subject, and even if you don't take class for each subject, you have to pay the fees for the entire course. It's not the case. You can take classes for individual subjects and pay for it. And yeah, we were talking about flight schools, right? फ्लाइट स्कूल्स बहुत लेटर स्टेज पे आता है, उसके बारे में हम और आगे के वीडियोस में बात करेंगे. वी आर गोना मेक वीडियोस ऑन टॉपिक्स which we have covered in this video by sequence. So the next few videos are gonna be about medicals and then computer number and then you know what. So still I would share a few things about flying schools. Just like ground schools, flying schools will also promise you a certain duration in which they will get your flying done. You will say 6 months, some will 8 months, 10 months, 1 year, 18 months, 22 months, 24 months. Everyone will promise something. I would suggest you to do the same thing for flying schools as well. Talk to the old students as well, the old cadets who are in airline from that flying school. So the best thing you can do is gather information about flying schools, because day before yesterday only a friend of mine called me that his girl wants to become a pilot and she has come across this ground school from Bangalore which is sending its students to Florida. Fine, it's good thing, but where's the research? You just came across a ground school and you are paying your hard-earned parents money, proceeding with whatever things they are saying. No, do your own research. If you are thinking of going to Florida, then talk to the students who are flying in that institute which is in Florida. There are hundreds of places as on Instagram as well, on WhatsApp, on Telegram, where you will find a lot of pilots who are in that particular flying school which you are considering. So the best thing I would suggest you to do is talk to the students, not to the counselors. A counselor of a ground school will not say shit about his own ground school. A counselor of a flying school will not say shit about his own flying school. नेवर. तो यहाँ पे आप समझदार बनो यार. ग्राउंड स्कूल में स्टूडेंट से बात करो. हमने ये सारी चीजें नहीं की थी, हमने की थी, बट किससे बात करनी वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है ना. यू आर थिंकिंग ऑफ अ ग्राउंड स्कूल, फाइंड पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी देयर और पास्ड आउट फ्रॉम देयर एंड टॉक टू देम. नाउ फॉर फ्लाइंग स्कूल्स, you know, there are certain things like whether to do your CPL with instrument rating, without instrument rating. If you do it from abroad, you will have to take the headache for conversion as well. If you do it from India, then the flying school is either shitty or, you know, maybe very good. There are things to discuss which we will discuss separately in that flying schools video. But yeah, before you decide of getting into a flying school, do talk to people who are already in that flying school. कहाँ से मिलेंगे वो लोग जो उस flying school में already है? बस flying school के Instagram पेज पे चले जाओ, followers list में बहुत सारे मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है, हम तो वैसे ही ढूंढते थे. So this was it for the video. There's nothing more to say. Take me as your brother, younger brother, elder brother, whatever. But take me as a brother. If you have any queries, any doubts, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments, or even better on my WhatsApp, because comments read कभी कभी miss हो जाता है, right? So don't forget to follow my WhatsApp group as well. We can talk there, you can ask your queries, share your stories, and we could build a beautiful aviation community here, because aviation first is a place where passion takes flight. That was it for this video. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for even more videos. And for that I will suggest you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this with your friends, and don't forget to follow us on our social media handles at Aviation First India on both Twitter and Instagram. Alright, that was it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Happy landings.